Three, two, one. Well, hey there, it's Mike. I haven't made a video in a while, but I was kind of thinking about the past couple days have been kind of on my mind to maybe make one. I kind of hadn't been feeling real well. I've been having some issues with my anxiety and just dealings with that, panic disorder, panic anxiety, stuff like that. Yeah, so that's pretty much what my video is going to be about. So if you're an individual that deals with a general anxiety disorder, or panic disorders, or health issue disorders, even the derealization and depersonalization problems, maybe this video might be for you. Basically, what I've been trying to do to get better for myself is I've been really taking action with what foods I've been putting in my body. Excuse me. That's part of my anxiety right there, is my sinuses. You hear that grunting noise I make. Try and clear my throat or my nasal passage. I've had sinus problems pretty much my whole life. I'm 49 years old, and I can remember back as far as 5-6 years old having problems with it. But sinuses can play a huge role in anxiety. That's one of them. So can digestive issues. Irritable bowel syndrome is also something that I struggle with. Something I've also had my whole life. And then with the anxiety problems that you have that go along with that, it can also disrupt gastrointestinal issues as well. And so it's a never-ending cycle. They kind of feed off of each other quite a bit. So you have the stress issue of it all from the inflammation, because anytime you have sinus problems, it causes, especially, if you get an infection, which I've had quite a few of those, and then you go to the doctor, they give you antibiotics, and then antibiotics kill off all the good enzymes, all the good bacteria in your body, and the bad bacteria both. Well, then the bad bacteria is usually what spreads faster and more rapidly than what the good bacteria is. So then you have more digestive issues. So it's, there's a never-ending cycle there as well. It also causes inflammation. You get inflammation up in your sinus cavity, and then that inflammation then causes more stress, and then the stress then snowballs into anxiety. Recently I found just last year that I have a casein protein allergy. Pretty high one, in fact. Found out I was allergic to peanuts, also whey. There's a couple other ones on. I don't have the list in front of me, but there's those are pretty significant as far as the foods that I was consuming most of the time. I was still pretty lenient on myself about when I consumed those foods too. Didn't always look at the labels to see if it had milk or contained milk. Wasn't something that I really wrapped my mind around too much, because I felt that, it's just food. I've been eating it my whole life. Why can't I consume it now? Well, the problem is your body, especially when it comes to consuming certain foods like granulated sugar, it can tear up your insides, then leading to what they call a mucosal inflammation or leaky gut. And leaky gut, then, because of the permeated wall issues that you have, then can lead to issues like inflammation, things like that, because it gets in through the intestines of your digestive tract and directly into your bloodstream, and then that can cause allergy issues from there. Is there a way to cure that? Well, according to the FDA, there isn't. But I'm here to tell you that there is. I'm not saying that there is a cure-all for it, but I do know of some ways to help repair and heal your digestive tract. That's not something I'm going to sit here and talk about on the video, but if you want more information on that, I can always talk to you privately about that. But I'm taking action with that. I am watching more of my food intake with the dairy especially. And I've noticed a huge difference just doing that. I mean, just today, I mean, I feel quite a bit better than I have just the past couple days, because I did have a glass, about an 8-ounce glass of milk the other day, and the next day I was just all tore up. Not just digestive wise, but I had a headache. I was extremely nauseous. I was having issues in my chest, feelings of like impending doom and stuff like that. I mean, I was just felt really tense and stressed out. Didn't get very good sleep. I mean, the allergy that I have with milk, I mean, it's been causing insomnia issues as well. So you really, what I'm getting at is that you really have to convince yourself that there's an actual battle going on in your body when you eat and consume these foods. That's basically what's going on. Because when these foods get into your body then treats it like it's a sort of bad thing, lack of better words, and it basically goes on the attack to protect your body because they think it's something that's trying to hurt you. It's hard for you to wrap your mind around that. For me, even at 49 years old, I mean, it's just, you just don't think about food being something that can be harmful to you. So if you're struggling with anxiety, I encourage you just to look into those things. Go see an allergist, talk to them. Maybe even an endocrinologist might be somebody you could even talk to, or an ENT as well. Check about your sinuses. All those things can play a big role in the healing and the progress you make getting over your anxiety problems. So I definitely encourage you to do that. And it's going to be a slow process. It's not going to happen right away. It's going to be something that's going to take time. And, you just got to give it time and expect that you're going to have hiccups throughout the time. And I've seen that. So if you have any other questions, feel free to make any comments, and I'll reach out to you the best as I can and see what I can do to try and help you. One thing before I go though is that if you like my videos, give me a like, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you can see if I post anything later. And also, when it comes to anxiety itself, though, also consider some other stimulants too. That caffeine is not a friend of yours. So I would definitely encourage you that if you do have anxiety, try and stay away from caffeine, because that just doesn't help. So that pretty much concludes this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully it was helpful, and I'll try to make more if I can. Here's to another healthier day and a healthier life. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.